Welcome everybody to Street Talk, man. Things have really changed. They have really, really changed. I want to say a special thank you to Minneapolis Television Network, the executive director, Valerie Lockhart. Thank you so much for being so instrumental for so many years. I cannot tell you how many things have changed and evolved at Minneapolis Television Network since Valerie has been there. The upgrades, the updates, the transformation, the studios, and much more. There's been so much given to Minneapolis Television Network. We're about to lose a piece of history because not only is are we evolving from another staff changing when she first came, there was another group of staff that evolved and she came, but now we're about to lose the physical space and possibly some of the electronic history. So I don't know. That's not, I don't want to make that statement and not know it, but that could possibly happen that a lot of the history of Minneapolis Television Network may be lost or may stay. That's something that we still have to find out and determine. But Street Talk, let's talk about what's going on. What's happening in the streets? Well, right now, everybody's staying home except for the people in the streets. They're not staying home. They're not staying in the house because some of them don't have a house. So it's almost impossible for them to stay in the house when they don't have one. They're not being socially responsible because they don't get that part. And so they don't understand that it is hard to be socially responsible when you have um, really not a real strong will to even live. If all you do is get high and get drunk every day, so what? So what if I get it? But what about the other people? You're congregating, you know, at bus stops and places where other people are, and it makes it hard for other people to come around. It's tough, man. We've got over way more than 200 homeless people that are just downtown, just roaming around. And they go into the shelter when they go to sleep, but they come out and they walk around downtown. It's sad. When you look at our numbers, so far in Minnesota, we have a total so far of 576 people that have tested positive. 260 of them no longer need to be isolated. We have tested 18,822. 92 cases are in the hospital. 56 are hospitalized as of today, and 24 are in intensive care right now as we speak. So what do you do? What do you do? How do you look out for yourself? How do you prevent this? You take a pot of hot water, you boil it, you put some sea salt in it and some orange peels, and you hover over that. And that's been an old remedy for many, many years for a lot of things. But the good thing about it it kills that coronavirus. And so try it, along with continue to drink hot liquids and to, cover your face up with a mask and wear gloves. All those things have an impact. All those things make a difference. People are dying. People are dying, but also people are recovering. So not everybody is dying because people are recovering from this virus. If you take care of yourself, if you take care of your immune system, you know, immune systems are designed to fight off. Now think about it. If you eat a lot of processed foods, if you don't exercise, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't if you don't get enough rest, then you're going to be subjected to this virus more than others. But if you do all the things that you need to do, your immune system can kick in and fight a lot of this stuff off. You know, is this something that God is doing? Is this something that man is doing? Is this something that just happened to happen? Uh, Ebola, AIDS, polio, all these things have killed millions of people. Millions of people have died because of all of these diseases. Are they man-made? Is there some evil movement behind all these people dying? Is it something that rich folks are doing, or is it something that God is doing? I, I got a serious question. There's so many theories that what is the real deal? Is this something that God is doing, or is this something that is created by man? Some people say they don't know the answer. I know I don't have the answer, but I've been listening and I've been watching and I've been noticing that all these diseases keep coming and going. And then we have all the disasters, hurricanes, storms, floods. The world is changing. I was just hearing the other day that some insurance companies are going out of business. They can't afford to insure all these tragedies anymore. It's not a good investment. When you're paying out more than you're bringing in, it's not a good investment at all. It's not good. I call that the MTN yawn, y'all. I can't explain it, you know, but I love MTN. I really do. But it's something about me talking to a screen or a camera that sometimes I get sleepy and I can't help it. It's called the MTN yawn. And I've been fighting it for years and years and years. John Turnipseed couldn't be with us today. I want to thank John for the many years of service to Minneapolis Television Network and Minneapolis Mad Dads. Thank you, John Turnipseed. Truly appreciate you. Families, what are we going to do? When you don't know how long that you're going to be asked to not, you don't know how long that you're going to be asked to stay home. You don't even have a clue how long you got to watch the kids. You don't know if, and many people may lose their jobs because of childcare or because of issues around the ability to pay for childcare, the ability to maintain that. And we got to watch out. The kids are getting tired of being in the house. Domestic issues will go up. We have to, and we keep the liquor stores open, but we close the restaurants, but we close the schools and we close the church, but we keep the liquor store open because see, we have decided God ain't, you don't need God right now. You need a drink. That's not true. You need God more than ever before in your life. So it'd be nice if we figured out how to do social distancing and limit the number of people and still had some kind of church, some kind of church. Online is great, but the fellowship, and I guess that's the problem, touching and holding and all that hugging and, shake your neighbor's hand and all, you can't do none of that because you may shake the virus right into your hand and shake it right into somebody else. That's how you catch it. Shake your hand. You got it. You gave it to me. I touch you now. You got it. I touch her now. She's got it. And it keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. And it stays on plastic. It stays on cardboard. It stays on all this stuff. And so You pick something up and it's got it. Now you got it, and then you pass it on. So they're saying you should take all your cereal out of the cardboard box and leave it in the bag. But the plastic gets it too. So what do you do with the cereal? You got rid of the box. Now you got to get rid of the bag. What do you put it in? I don't know. All I know is that um, the president says he's going to handle it. He's already spent, I don't even know the price tag of what it would cost. Do you know how much it would cost to redesign a battleship and turn it into a hospital? Do you know how much money that cost to do that? Not only did you do it to one, but you did it to two. It's a lot of money. That was a lot of money. Nobody's talking about how much money, but there's no value, regardless of how much money, there's no value to life. I'll admit that. But I would like to know, how much did it cost them to refurbish two battleships and to man them with supplies and all that stuff and equipment and all. What did that cost? That kind of stuff I'd like to know. What is the price that we pay for that? It's nowhere near the value of a life, but what is the price? I just like to know. Inquiring minds want to know. You know, for those of you that are staying home, man, continue to do that. I come to the office, but ain't nobody in here but me, and I just walk around like I'm 15 people. And if you think about MTN, I'm sure Val's in there probably by herself. And we it's because we believe in this work, and plus people still need us, and the phones are still ringing, and folks are still hurting, and folks are still in pain. And I know you say, well, work from home, but I can't do that kind of work from home. There's certain things I just can't do from home, so it's almost impossible to do that. But what I can do is give it the best shot I got. And age 64, I'm highly susceptible to this, and it's very important that I stay away. So I try my best to do that. I try my best to stay away as much as I can. And I think that, one of the things that we have to do is that we have to realize that, during these times, we got to protect everybody. Just got off a phone call with my mom. She's 60. So I'm 60. She's that's impossible for her to be 60 anything. She's 86, and she'll be 87 in June. 87 years old. She'll be 87 years old in May, because I'll be 80. I'll be 60. I'll be 65 in June, and she'll be 87 in May. So we're a month apart and many years apart, right? But we're a month apart. Her birthday's in May 26th, mine's in June 26th. So that's probably one of the reasons why me and her are pretty close. But we're talking about how do we celebrate her birthday with all this going on. She wants to go out and have a glass of wine, and I hope that maybe by May this is all over. I don't know, but it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like this is going to keep going and keep going. But at any rate, I said that to say this. When I talked to my mom, I wanted her to be assured that I got her and I love you. And if you got any elders out there, please, please check on them, see how they're doing. Love on them. If you can't do anything but, pull up and blow the horn and say, hey, how you doing? Leave something on the doorsteps. I left something. I left a plate for you. Just, it's on the doorstep. Just get it. Do something to make them feel good. Talking to my mom made her feel a lot better. She smiled. She says, I'm so glad that you called me. I'm so glad. I was thinking about, man, and stop hoarding everything. Look, I can't find any hand sanitizer. I got some right here. It's impossible to find. We don't know where it's at. We don't know where all the hand sanitizer is going. People are buying it and taking it off the shelves like crazy. And we gotta sanitize that stuff, man. We're still out on the streets. We're still working with the homeless. We're still trying to do crime prevention. We're still doing the work that we have to do. But even though we're not considered an essential program. We are very essential to this community. We're very essential. Just like Minneapolis Television Network is very essential because people want to hear from us. Yeah, they want to hear about the news. They want to hear 10 o'clock news and 9 o'clock news and 6 o'clock news. And they want to hear that, but they want to hear from us, people that look like them. They want to hear from us what's really going on. You know, we know what's really going on because we're out there every day looking at it and going, my goodness, what are they going to do? Do you know that you cannot walk up to a McDonald's or you can't walk up to them and get food? So you got kids that are walking miles to a McDonald's because they don't have bus service. They're walking and they get there and they told us they don't have a car, you can't get any food. Do you know how bad that hurts? You can't get any food because you have to have a car to go through drive-through. Well, that's tough. That is hard. That is hard on our kids. That's stress. That's trauma, right? I mean, you think about it. What's traumatizing about not getting, what's traumatized about not getting a hamburger? A lot. For a kid, see, for a kid, that means everything. Do you know how much they love McDonald's? Do you know how much they just love that place? Tremendously love that place. Love it so much that it's like crack. You know, I feel the same way about Gates Barbecue in Kansas City. I love that place. I hope they don't never close. Because every time I go there, it's the first place I go to. But what I'm trying to say to you is that, you know, we have got to, we've got to, must, I mean, absolutely must figure out and be at the table. We got to be at the table. Some of this, some of these decisions are being made without us, and we need to be at the table to help make some of these decisions. We clearly do, regardless of whether you're homeless or whatever you're struggling. We still need to be at the table to help make some decisions, so they can see they're missing some stuff. What can we do about the stuff that we're missing, right? Um, if you feel like you have it, man, go see the doctor right away, you know, because you don't want to let it get too far gone and it's too late. So we don't want that to happen to you. If you feel like you have it, you do something about it though. You go get it checked out. That's crucial. That's very crucial that you do that. You know, do not allow yourself to just say, I'm all right, it ain't nothing. No. If you're feeling light, you're feeling dizzy, if you're feeling any kind of way that's abnormal, let somebody check you out. You know, get with some of the outreach folks and some of the folks that are working uh, in the medical arena to get the help that you need. Please get the help that you need. Don't put your life on the line. Don't say, oh, it's going to be all right. No. If you have any of the symptoms, get yourself checked out immediately. That's good for you and your family. Please make sure you do that. You know, there was a lady that was very hungry yesterday, and I gave her some food. And she talked to me. She said, you know, thank you for giving me food. I didn't know where my next meal was going to come from. Thought I was going to have to steal something. You just prevented me from stealing something. And if I can do that, if we can do that, and we can, we can do that, we can make a huge difference in our community. If each one of us just touch somebody, help them see that we can change them. Touch somebody, connect with them. I got 10 minutes left. In these next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you some advice because uh, some things that I think we need to talk about. And it's our community. Um, we got to start promoting and supporting our youth. We have to, you know, uh, we have to change the direction that our young people are going in. Because if we don't, it's going to be a big problem. We have to be better parents. And if you want to work on that, I'm not sure when we're going to start doing our support group again because of the can't bring people together. But um, every Tuesday at 3023 4th Avenue South. Myself and John Turnipseed, we meet together so that we can build relationships with you and your family and help change the dynamics of whatever you're dealing with. We do that. And we do that in a way that we help you with a lot of things that you got issues with, whether it's child support, whether it's relationship, whether it's the opportunity to be a better father or a better mother. You know, those things are important. And in order for us to have a better community, and in order for our kids to even do well, we have to become well ourselves. I ain't never seen a crackhead that was an amazing father. I've never seen a drunk that was an amazing father. So many times you are a heroin addict. Many times you have to pull you together at the same time you're bringing your family together. And it's okay. It's okay to do that. It's all right to do that. Because I would rather you do it than the police get to your kid or the penitentiary gets to your kid or the streets get to your kid. I would rather you get to your child and transform their lives. That's important that you do that. That's why we want you to be the best mother and father that you can be. Because if we don't change that, then we're not going to be able to change the way that we perform with our youth and the way that they're raised. Now, listen to this. The schools. Now, everybody's finding out how important the teacher was. Why didn't we believe in the teacher before? Why were we going up to the schools and saying, you put your hand on my kid, I hurt you. You touch my baby, I hurt you. I don't care what happened. I don't put your hands on my baby. You gave your child power to go off on a teacher. When we used to take all their power away. Back in the day, you did something to a teacher and you was a child of mine. Now let me find out that you were in the right, then I got you. But if you're in the wrong, no, I'm not going to go off on the teacher. I'm not going to do that. And many times parents don't even wait to hear. They don't even wait to see what it was. They just go off. You know, don't put your hands on my baby. I don't care what they do. You should care, though. You should really care. You know, because if you don't care, they're going to grow up. And I've got plenty of examples of kids that grew up with a parent that allowed them to do whatever they wanted to do. And now at this point, those kids are uncontrollable. They can't do anything with those kids at all. You know, I think the supply of drugs and guns, it's no coincidence that it seems like as soon as we get rid of 300 or 400 guns, they pop back up. It's no coincidence that how are these kids getting these guns? How are they getting them? Well, they say they have somebody with a good record, going and buy it for them. That's one way. The other way is they just get them off the streets from somebody that sells guns. The other way is sometimes they mail order them guns. I don't know. That's what I've heard. I don't know if they're doing it or not, but I heard they can. So, bottom line, though, tell me this, and I think you agree. If we really, really wanted to get rid of the gun problem, it could be done. Edina doesn't have a gun problem. Minnetonka doesn't have a gun problem. Minneapolis has a humane problem. Jobs, housing, and respect. They're missing out on all that. They need all that. Jobs, housing, education, and respect. Even if I don't get a job, if I got your respect, I'm more apt to get a job because you respect me. There's nothing like a man that his woman's putting him down. There's nothing like a woman that his man is putting him down. We have to continue to lift people up Take them to their highest heights. Take them far beyond they could ever imagine. If we could do that, let me tell you something. If we could only do that, we could change the world. You know why your kid's so bad? You never told him you love him enough. You never told him he was great. You never told him he was amazing. You never told him how much you cared. You never told him. But instead you told him you're just like your daddy, or you kept saying things. You never mounted nothing. You'll never be nothing. Stop telling our kids that. That's what's wrong now. Just because you were told that, stop passing that stuff down the generation to generation. Stop passing it down. And start being honest and saying, I was so hurt, I hurt you. I was so devastated that I put that on you. Stop doing that. As parents, one of the greatest gifts we have is the ability to pass the wisdom on. So you take that wisdom and you pass it on. You take that magic that you got and you pass it on. You take that experience and you show them love and say, don't do as I do, but do as I say, because now I'm showing you a better way. Show them a better way. You may not have as much money, but show them a better way. Show them how they can be better than you, the next generation. That's important to do that. You know, Mad Dads is we're still out there. We're still working. We're trying to be careful that we don't contract the virus. And so we want to say, please, please cover your hands, cover your mouth. Be careful. And be careful who you have around you. Make sure they're not coughing, they're not, sick already. You don't want that. We love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. I want to say special thank you to the staff at Minneapolis Television Network. Valerie, thank you so much for allowing me to come on and to handle the podcast. The broadcast will be on Facebook. And to all our people in the hospital, all those that are suffering, those that are barricaded in their homes, and those that are homeless, have nowhere to go. Keep hope alive. Keep believing in yourself. Keep believing that God will get you through. Keep believing and understanding that you still are here. You made it. Many people didn't, but you did. And we know that you'll continue to be great. You listen to Street Talk with VJ, Mad Dads, my girl Val. Thanks, and God bless y'all. Have a wonderful evening.